It's Bianca back with another guitar tutorial, this time for a song from the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. Today we will be learning You Are Not Alone. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on your chance to learn some of your favorite songs on guitar, and let me know down in the comments what other songs you'd like to learn. So the first thing you need to know to play You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson is you need your guitar tuned down a half step. I'll go further into depth on what that means in a little bit. If you don't want to tune your guitar down, you can keep it in standard tuning. It will just be a tad higher than the way the track plays it. You do not need a cable for this song. There are 13 chords and 5 of them are bar chords. I know that seems like a lot, but don't let that intimidate you. It's always necessary to challenge yourself when learning an instrument, and I will show you an alternative way to play each of those bar chords so you don't have to bar them if that's something that you're struggling with. We have 3 strumming patterns and 6 chord progressions. So we have quite a bit to cover in this tutorial, so let's get started. So let's start with the tuning of it. So in order to tune your guitar down a half step, your notes do have to change. So the low E string becomes D sharp, the A string becomes G sharp, the D string becomes C sharp, the G string becomes F sharp, the B string becomes A sharp, and the high E string becomes D sharp. Alright, now let's get started with those 13 chords that you need. So first up we have C major, A minor, D minor, G major, A7, and our first bar chord is F major. You can play F sus2 instead, or you can play F major 7. We have A flat, which is the same shape as the F major chord, it's just moved down to the 4th fret. Or you can play an open version of A flat. We have B flat, again, same shape, it's just moved down to the 6th fret. Or you can play the open version. Next we have C sharp minor. Or you can play the open version of C sharp minor. We have D major. Our last bar chord is B minor. And then you can play the open B minor as well. Or you can play B minor 7. We have A major. And last but not least, E major. Alright, so now that we know the chords, let's start with the verse. The verse and the chorus are the same as far as the chord progression goes and the strumming goes. Your chord progression is C major to A minor to D minor to G major. Now let's start out with an easier strumming pattern that you can play throughout the entire song if you would like. It's just down, 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 up. And you would play it twice per chord if that's how you were gonna do it. So for C major, so that is your beginner pattern. Again, you can use it throughout the whole song if that's something that you would like to do. Our next strumming pattern is not one that I actually use throughout the playthrough, but it is a little easier than the actual strumming pattern that I like to use, and it's just down, up, mute, down, mute, down, up, down, up. Alright, so putting your C major chord on, down, up, mute, down, mute, down, up, down, up, A minor, So that is the alternative strumming pattern that you can use for this next one that I'm going to show you, which kind of combines strumming and plucking. So what it is down, up, mute, so that part's the same, and then you pluck the D, the B, and the G string at the same time, and then you mute it, down, up, so down, up, mute, pluck, down, up, up. Okay, so C major, down, up, mute, pluck, mute, down, up, A minor. Through the verses and the chorus, same chord progression, that strumming pattern. The next part of the song is the pre-chorus. Your chord progression changes to C major, to A7, to F major, to D minor, and last but not least, G major. Now your strumming pattern changes. It's that beginner strumming pattern that I showed you first, so it's the down, 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 up, and you may have noticed I put a star next to the F major and the D minor. All that means is that you repeat the strumming pattern twice for those chords, because the C major and the A7 you only play it once. The G major is in parentheses because you go back to your verse strumming pattern for that. So all together it'll look like this: C major, down, 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 up, A7, down, 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 up, F major, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, D minor, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, G major, down, up, mute, pluck, mute, down, up, up. Alright, so all together it'll sound like this. Which, like I said before, is the same as the verse, so we're going to skip ahead to the bridge. So the bridge chord progression is A flat to B flat to C major, back to A flat to B flat to C major to C sharp minor to C sharp minor again. The C major and the first C sharp minor you see have a star next to it because you repeat the strumming pattern twice because you're doing that beginner strumming pattern. Down, 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 up. That last C sharp minor is in parentheses because you go back to your chorus strumming pattern. So A flat is down, 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 up, B flat, down, 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 up, C major, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, A flat, B flat, C major, and then C sharp minor, C sharp minor again. So all together. Leads you into the last chorus, which does change. The strumming pattern stays the same, but the chord progression, the first two lines is D major to B minor to G major to A major. The second two lines is E major, C sharp minor, A, and B minor. So starting on a D major, it's down, a mute, leads you into that second chord progression, which is E major, C sharp minor, A major, B minor. Alright, and that is pretty much everything. The last thing you need to know is the outro chord progression, which is C major to D major to E major 5 times. Same strumming pattern. So I'll just play it for you twice so you can kind of get the feel for it. that is all you need to know to play You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson. So let's get started with the playthrough.